we're back.
Welcome. I am Petrovich. This is Petrovich. We are Petrovich brothers.
Are we?
We are playing the Dark Souls.
You remind me of my home.
It reminds you of Mother Russia?
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know.
Why am I hurt?
Why are you hurt? Because I killed some guys and bought some arrows.
Sweet.
So you can go back to the bonfire if you choose, or just head on in.
I forget how to go places.
And you use the thumbsticks.
Where's the boss at?
So through that gate there, and then you take a left at the big doors. Russian names are fun, like Petrovich. Petrovich means Peterson.
I see.
Did you know that in Russian names, they always have like a Peterson as their middle name. So like, if our father's name was Peter, and say my name was Ivan, then I would be Ivan Petrovich, and then whatever the last name would be. Indicating that, Peter is my father. So Vich means son. And so your name, would be whatever Petrovich last name. And then my son, if I was Ivan, then my son's name would be, first name Ivanovich, last name.
Sweet. Oh boy. Oh, come on.
Good old Ovaltine and Smough.
Is that what they mean in Russian?
Well, Stein is Germanic. Means stone. Or mug, depending on the context.
The mug is round. Got a round team.
Let's go, Jared. Go!
You gotta grab those. No.
I created a character and was playing on my own. And got to this point and got incredibly frustrated, and so I ended up deleting my guy and starting a new one.
Give me a moment. Oh boy. I see what you mean.
You got him halfway down. You can't decide if it's the first phase or the second phase that's more frustrating. I think it's easier to get the hang of the first phase, mostly because that's the phase you get the most experience with.
Oh, that's right. You take this. So, did you prepare for the recording session by drinking lots of caffeine?
No.
Doing jumping jacks?
No.
Getting all energized? What's your routine? Get started on this.
I don't have a routine.
Oh.
Do you have a routine?
No. But I was playing the guitar.
Yeah.
I'm all amped.
Amped, much like a guitar is amped.
Unless it's acoustic, which it was.
You can amp an acoustic guitar.
If it's acoustic electric. Or if it's got a contact mic.
I was doing job applications. That got me all amped up, I'm sure.
Nothing gets me pumped like applying for jobs.
And then receiving no response and knowing that I'm not needed or wanted or loved. And I never will be. I'm going to be poor and alone my entire life. Let's play some Dark Souls. Growing up, I always imagined that, getting a college degree is a big accomplishment, and it'll lead to bigger and better things, but really it doesn't change anything.
Well, you did get an English degree.
Hey. And how's life going for you, Mr. Math Degree?
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, working at a job a robot could do.
You can't do it yet.
No, but I think there's been significant changes in how things work from the time I was a youngling to the time of now. Seems like college degrees, at least bachelor's degrees, just have no real bearing anymore. Everyone I know seems to be getting master's degrees. It's like I'm behind the times, even now, even after I've graduated.
Got a master's degree and being even more useless to society.
Well, what'll happen is if I do go get a master's degree by the time I'm done, then everyone will be getting doctorates. And I'll be like, oh man, all that time and money.
Oh man, all that time.
Cheap shot.
Sold.
I was applying to this job that I'm not sure if it was a requirement, so I did the short application thing, and then I got sent an automated email that was like, to assist in our deciding on candidates, please take this little test. So it seems like an optional thing, but if I don't do it, it will probably disqualify me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I won't have a chance. And it's for I guess either a content creator or content editor of some kind for a marketing company. And so it's a test, a little test to see how your editing and writing skills are. So the first 10 questions just simply edit these sentences for grammar or readability or whatever. Simple enough. I kind of like doing that stuff too. And then there was one where it was read this 200-word article and review it. Give it a rating and review it. I'm like, okay, well, it seems only half done because they only did the positive aspects of everything you need to know about cosmetic dentistry. It's like they didn't go into any of the negative aspects.
Oh, yeah.
So I mentioned that, and then the last part of the little test was write a blog article for one of these 3 websites. I'm thinking, this seems a little suspicious suddenly. All of a sudden they're getting free articles written for them under the auspices of, we're just testing how good you are.
It's genius.
So hopefully that's not what's going on. It didn't seem like I clicked on one of them, and it was a one-person blog website. So it didn't seem like they were getting, blog articles written by a variety of random people. And I wrote my little blog article as I started off, if you're like me, you're a mom on the go. And I touted the benefits of taking a power nap in the middle of the day. I was like, luckily this year my youngest is starting kindergarten, so now I have some free time to take a nap. I did get a little angry because I had gone through all of the minor stuff before getting to that point, and then it was write a blog article as if it's on one of these 3 blog websites, and so I clicked on one of them, and surprisingly did not open in a separate window automatically. It just redirected the page I was on, and so I clicked back and all my answers were gone. So I had to redo everything.
It's a good thing he's got too much reach. There's a column. Oh, it's not a move. Then he does a third and a fourth. Yes!
Oh.
No, it's great. I got it.
You can heal anytime now.
Yeah.
On my playthrough, I was doing it where I killed Smough first and then Ornstein second. And I somehow got it into like a loop where when he's in his big form, Ornstein, he'll if you get too far away from him, he'll frequently shoot electricity like that at you. And I somehow got him into a loop where I was like behind a pillar, and he'd shoot electricity at me, and then I'd peek out, and he'd wind up another electrical bolt, and he wouldn't close the distance. Like if I kept going back and forth, then he just kept shooting electricity at me, and I got it. I was able to like stand at a certain point where I was kind of exposed, but the lightning bolt was hitting the pillar, and so it couldn't get to me. And so I managed to like take him down to half health, just shooting arrows at him because he was looping the one attack at me. But then he got out of it and killed me.
I don't suppose you looked through my armor at all while you were playing me?
No. Is there a different set you want to go with?
I think I should take a look. A dinghy robe.
Hi, Wesley. Special guest star Wesley, our nephew.
Last physical defense, but slightly more lightning defense. Oh, and a lot less weight. Does adding more weight affect me at this point?
Well, you're mid-rolling right now. So if you add too much more weight, you'll probably fat roll and make it harder to roll off of attacks.
That'd be bad. Wow.
I really like to do that.
To do what?
Try that. What cool.
Maybe I won't.
Yeah, the red robes are surprisingly high on defense, considering they're just cloth.
They're probably magic cloth.
Well, yeah.
I guess if they were made out of, like, carbon nanotubes, they'd be incredibly strong.
Could be. I'm wondering when they're going to come out with, like, bulletproof vests made with carbon nanotubes.
Well, why don't you make them yourself?
Oh yeah, I'll just unbox my carbon nanotube manufacturing system and sew myself a bulletproof vest. Speaking of getting hit with bullets, there have been a few times in different shows or movies where somebody gets hit with a bullet, like in the high shoulder area, like around the collarbone, and it seems like that's a frequent killer. Like, I don't know if there's a major artery in that area, like maybe the carotid or something, and they bleed out or something. Seems like, every now and then, even when they're wearing a bulletproof vest, they'll get hit high on the shoulder and still die.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. There's got to be some. It's got to be like an artery or something.
Is that the blind guy the boss?
Is what?
The giant guy, is he the boss?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they both are. There's a big guy and a smaller guy. It's two bosses. Mm-hmm.
I don't know when to attack this guy.
Just gotta read his patterns. Look for an opening. This one's much more a waiting game than any other boss.
Oh man.
Ah.
Yeah. Just gonna read his patterns.
You know what I realized this week?
No.
I forgot about Dre.
Continuing our excellent knowledge of rappers.
He's not going against the boss body. Or die. What's that good? I really circling around, Chris.
This is fun.
I think it's weird. I
Uh,
think this game is weird.
yeah, it's quite a weird game.
Oh, it's not
Oh, how would you describe it?
cool.
Okay. So you can't be weird and cool?
Yeah.
What did you learn at school this week?
I don't remember.
Did you have to do homework? Did you have to, like,
I didn't
write some letters?
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
yeah. And one just made me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homework makes me very sad too.
Yeah. Look, you just make mine.
Was he saying he was sad he didn't have to do homework?
I thought he was sad that he would be sad if he had to.
Uh-huh.
There was you, Chris.
Yeah, it's great.
There was you, boss.
Both?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I got him.
Two bosses. Dad.
Too many bosses. Too many
A
bosses.
big one. Ah!
It's a good thing you're not a big fat guy, or else this would be really difficult.
Solid reference, bro.
I didn't take any damage there. I must be an expert now.
There's another big one.
Indestructible.
There's more of you, Chris. There's another big one. Of you, Chris. There's more of you, Chris.
Oh no, that's terrible.
More of you. It's just a boss.
There's a really annoying move that Super Ornstein does, where if you're within melee range of him, he'll wind up his spear and skewer you with it, and then shock you, and lift you up and shock you. And it's really annoying because, like, it's a really slow telegraph. So he'll wind it up, and he'll wind it up, and it'll stay wound up, and it's like you roll away, and he'll follow you with it, and then stab you.
That giant guy was the king.
He's the king?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I saw his clothes. They look like king clothes.
Oh.
I just take off
Good thing he wasn't an emperor.
my candle. What's an emperor?
He's better than a king. He's the guy in charge of the kings.
Haven't you seen Emperor's New Groove?
No.
You haven't seen Emperor's New Groove?
No.
With the llama?
Huh?
Who has a llama face?
And Yzma and Kronk.
Yzma,
Yeah.
put your hands in the air!
It's a pretty good Patrick Warburton.
Make mine.
I've been working on it.
Nice for make mine. It's like a llama says. Yes, I do. Okay. Look at that. My nose is a llama.
I like when he says llama face.
Llama face. What are those writings? Like clouds and
Tic Tacs.
You want one?
yeah. I usually don't like those ones.
Do you want one?
I'm liking ones better.
You want a packet of mayonnaise? Mayonnaise.
No.
I have gummy bears. You want a gummy bear?
Yeah.
They're not the diet gummy bears, are they?
No.
Now I want two.
What color do you want?
Red.
Red?
I want red too.
You?
These are hard to bite.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to use your gums.
For gummy bears.
Mm-hmm. Gumming bears.
There was, it's probably still down there, but a packet of Lifesaver gummies downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Had some of those. I'm like, these are really good. So I went and bought some for myself, and then I was like, I haven't had regular gummy bears in a long time, so I bought a packet of gummy bears too. And over the course of 2 days, I finished off those, and I went and bought a giant 2-pound pack of gummy bears. I really like them.
Hoping to gain about 2 pounds of weight, are you?
You know, I really liked the Lifesaver ones, but they're much softer than the Haribo Gold Bears.
Mm.
And the Lifesaver ones are too soft, I think, because it's just too easy to power through them all. Whereas these ones you can take your time with.
Bought a bag of Skittles not too long ago. It's just...
Okay, stop
You can't just eat them one at a time. Gotta
Sure you
grab a handful and shove them in there.
Did you buy Skittles because the Game Grumps are always talking about eating Skittles?
No.
Two problems with the gummy bears is that any kind of sugary candy will leave that gross film on your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. And another thing is they make my breath stink.
I bought an electric toothbrush not too long ago.
How's that working out for you?
It's okay, but they advise you not to press too hard. So I'm worried about pressing too hard, so I don't press hard enough. It doesn't clean my teeth very well.
Yeah, I have those metal dental picks you can buy at CVS, and I frequently scrape my teeth because the toothbrush doesn't really clean especially well.
Is that okay? Does that damage the enamel at all?
Probably, but I'm not a dentist kind of guy. I don't think I've been a dentist. I've been to a dentist. I haven't been a dentist for 30 years. I've been to a dentist Probably since 2008.
That's not good.
Yeah,
You should see a dentist.
probably, but I don't care.
Dude, don't kill me. Traverse! Traverse! Yeah, just like keep doing that. And yeah! It worked. It worked out. Oh boy. I should really not watch the child.
Pay no attention to the Dominic on the couch.
Oh no. I'm dead. I'm a dead man. Yeah, I'm so dead. Even when I think I'm okay, I'm not dead. I'm dead. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a double whammy.
What? Do you want another gummy bear?
What color do you want?
Blue.
I don't have blue.
Purple.
I don't have purple.
Why don't you tell them what colors you do have?
Green and red and orange and yellow.
Red.
Red again.
Hey, it could be either cherry or strawberry or raspberry
The red one is raspberry.
or a acai. Acai. Goji berry.
The green ones are strawberry for some reason.
Oh, that's weird. It should be green apple. It's always green apple.
Yeah, they don't have apple. Do you know Haribo is a German company?
That sounds familiar.
It was created by Hans Riegel of Bonn.
It's amazing how you know all this stuff.
Well, I looked it up on Wiki. Also, it has a little information to it. But that's where Haribo comes from. Hans, the H-A, Riegel, the R-I, and then B-O comes from Bonn. Do you like licorice?
Black licorice?
Uh-huh.
No.
Neither do I. It's gross.
Come to hate it less.
They have like salty licorice
Yeah.
in like Nordic countries or something. I want to try it. I'm sure I'll hate it, but I guess it's not actually like sodium chloride, but ammonium chloride. It's not technically salt, table salt.
That sounds like poisonous.
No. I mean, just like chlorine is poisonous as in certain states, but as an ion, it's a nutrient.
You mean like the state of California?
What?
The state of California recognizes it as
Oh.
being a poison?
In different states. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like brass, it'd always have a label like that, you know. This product is known in the state of California to cause cancer. It's like, is it not known in other states? Or do you know something that we don't?
So if we were to make a Haribo company, what would the name be for you?
Well, if we're going off the same pattern, it'd be napese, napes, or napeche. It would be like, you might have to take more than just the first two letters of your name. Otherwise, it'd be chipe, chippies. We'll just call our candy company the Peterson Brothers Candy Consortium.
A subsidiary of the haberdashery.